And we are live. What's going on, everybody? It's Friday. And we are going to be streaming some Wartales today. So quick recap of everything that's been, going on with Wartales is we essentially have lost a few companions, right? We're currently down to just 6. And I believe last stream we posed the question on whether or not we would be able to utilize story-based characters, since technically they're not being hired from a tavern. But I do feel like that's kind of a cop-out. So we did a little bit of a back and forth on my community's Discord server, right? And it was determined that we shouldn't just outright hire more people. However, it was stated that we are in need of a pig as a mascot. So we are now tasked with obtaining ourselves a battle boar and essentially utilizing this boar for the entirety of our run. And if, something happens to the battle boar, then we have to recapture a boar. But that's essentially what we're going to have to do here. So let's go ahead. First things first, in order for us to actually capture an animal, and by the way, I'm well aware that we do not have any way for us to properly utilize a boar for the time being. We don't have any collars. We don't have an archer that's a beastmaster. Like, we are I don't know, how would you put it, foobard? But basically I think we're gonna make it to where animals are not necessarily counted towards our companion limit. I understand that they are companions, but essentially one of the things that a lot of people have mentioned either throughout live streams or in comments is that they want to see more animal usage, right? Because I am a firm believer that your mercenaries are going to be your bread and butter, and I typically don't do too much capturing. I mean, I had a challenge run playthrough where I was doing Dorham's difficulty mod a couple years back, right? Like right around release time, and I did a prisoner only run then, but that's not going to be the case for this, obviously. But we are going to retcon the rules a little bit to allow more progression throughout this run, but we are going to make it to where it's still a challenging to a specific point, so to speak. I'm trying to think of the words here. And now Saphea and Osbius are now a couple. But that's also to help increase the speed at which we're playing the game. Okay, because one of the issues that we have currently is that we essentially are taking too long to finish the game, or at least get through this level that we're currently at, right? So with that in mind, I'm actually going to capture some bears, like a bear, maybe 2 in this fight. New rule: every unit that dies gets to be replaced by an animal, maximum 1 bear. Oh, okay. I'm only going to get 1 bear, not 2. That's fair, Bruce. Since you are the one that requested this live stream series, I understand that I added some extra restrictions to it in the first place, but I will allow you to us to retcon a little bit, to make it a little less tedious on having to power grind. Because let's be honest here, just out leveling everything is kind of a cheap way to do this as well. So yeah. Okay. So we have a couple of bears right here. We have Arnius over here. We have Phelan right here. Where's Saphea? Saphea has... Oh, I put Lucia's... Oh no, I got Lucia on Saphea. Shiznits. Oh no, I fucked up. I fucked up. Okay. I do know how to fix this though. So what we're gonna do, okay, first and foremost is we're gonna come up here and we are going to this does immobile, right? And this applies fragility. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do this, boom, knock him over there, and he's now immobile. I don't know if he's actually the next bear to go, but this should help to some way, shape, or form, right? And then we'll just come down here and we're gonna throw a hatchet over here, just cause. Happy Friday, by the way. Hell yeah, brother. And of course, the tankiest sow ever. Yep, you can get a wolf pack though. And okay, so Bruce, I have a homework assignment for you. Okay. What I want to know is how many of each animal is equivalent to a companion. Okay. For this rule, every unit gets to be replaced by an animal. So is it a 1-to-1 ratio? So every unit that dies on our initial, like, because that will help us out. We've had what, 3 deaths now, 2 or 3. So that would get us at least a couple, right? Like 1 bear and 1 sow. Is it like 1 person's equivalent to 2 wolves, or 1 person's equivalent to 1 of whatever animal? 1 for 1, got it. Works for me. What about plague rats though? And does it have to be an animal, or can it be any prisoner? So, for example, a plague-ridden, like an actual plague-ridden, does that count as an animal? Or like, where are we drawing the line at what I'm able to capture? I want to know, because depending on that answer, this playthrough can make a drastic change. There may be some very interesting things going on throughout this playthrough, depending on how you answer that question. I just want to be clear on that. Okay, so we're done there. Yes, I guessed right. He's stuck. Awesome. Okay, now that I know that he's stuck, right, these guys are going to want to be coming up and around. Sure, plague ridden would be fun. So my homework assignment for you, Bruce, is I need you to determine basically what counts as a replacement for a standard mercenary companion or whatnot. Like, is it anyone that's a prisoner convert, or is it enemies that don't need to be persuaded, essentially, right? Like, if you can define that for me, that would be amazing, because then I'll actually understand, or, you know, be able to work within those rule sets to, you know, have a little bit of fun, right? Okay. We are going to shoot this guy, re-aim, and we'll shoot him again. Why not? Apply burning to the bear. Okay, that's nice. And we're going to stay right here. We're not going to pop in inspired or anything yet, right? Okay, so he's burned his turn. This guy's basically locked down. So a bear can definitely fit through here, right? What we're going to do is we're going to take Osbius in through here. Do a quick little dagger throw. Apply an extra poison stack to everybody, essentially. All right. And now we are going to get him the Fook out of dodge. Now he is probably either going to go straight for Arnius. He did. Cool. That works. So Arnius will generate a valor point from that. Now that he generated a valor point, let's get feeling up here. This is going to suck. I don't like that at all. This is gonna be kind of a rough one. Okay. Definition: any animal / creature that you don't control unless with a bacon collar. Okay. That can be arranged. Oh, that was clutch. Okay, so this bear is royally fucked up, right? And we want to be able to do something to him to make it to where we can actually start getting squared away here. And I can't remember. Okay, he has cruelty. I don't think he has rivalry yet. He does not. So this is going to be sketchy for feeling here. Theotes can definitely at least push him off, right? But we don't have enough movement to get him essentially over here. If this bear can potentially... Oh, I definitely did not mean to hit that button. Oh, okay, cool. So we can't... All right, cool. What I'm going to do is I need to come up here real quick. I really wanted to see where I was able to move in the first place and what these tiles are like, but not quite that lucky. So I wanted to see if I'd be able to push him directly up, and it does. And I am glad I checked, because it looks like that is not a tile that fully extends. Looks like it's about a half meter short, right? Because you can get a full one here, but he's got an extra half meter here. That's a sticking back. So if we were to run Theotes up here, it would not actually end well for us. Now, Osbius will definitely be able to hold his own up here for one hit, but hopefully we don't have to worry about that too much. We are taking a bit of damage here, so we need to attempt to get all the bad stuff taken care of shortly, right? So we definitely don't have enough movement to do everything, but what I can do is I can come up here, pop this, go to full valor points, go ahead and pop a loaded, right? Need to get this guy low to an extent, right? And okay, so he's at 28 HP. That's doing pretty good. We'll wait here. Okay, now we don't necessarily have quite enough movement. So what I'm going to do is I want to pop deflection and then disengage, right? That'll get rid of his relentlessness. This guy's got 28 HP, right? He's already went. So what we're going to do, and this is going to be kind of controversial, we're going to come up here and take him out. So since yeah, all right, cool. That worked fairly well. This may be spooky, but we'll see. Okay, feeling's okay. He's hurting, but he's okay. We are going to go ahead and apply some poison stacks. And we are also going to pop deflection. And then do a little smack. Now, Theotes is going to come up here and hit this guy a little bit further back. And now that we're in defensive stance already, let's go ahead and hit this guy, apply fragility, and get that extra attack of opportunity in. Okay, Phelan is feeling a little rough. We need to get him completely out of there. I don't know if we have anyone that can directly essentially rescue him, but I think we got a chance here at least, right? So what I'm going to do is make sure we get these guys immobilized. So we have 2 of them that are currently immobilized. This one's locked down, right? We can get Phelan down here and go for a knockout. 68% chance. We captured him. Okay, so now we can get Phelan like completely out of here, right? Get him away. And now Sophia or Arnius, either one of them, right, can come up here. Probably Arnius because Arnius only has 51% guard. He does have protection. And yeah, so Arnius will work. I really want to see if we can get something else that can generate some valor points, but it doesn't look like we have anything that can right now, and we are out of valor points. So that's kind of my spookiness right now. So we'll pop shielding oil, and that'll decrease incoming damage a little bit further, but we are very close to losing guard, which is not good. Okay, now Venileus, I'm going to have you come up here, get a good shot off here. I want this guy. He's immobilized and he hasn't moved yet, so he's going to take a ton of damage here. I want him to essentially bleed out, right? And we'll pop one of those. I want you to die. Boom. Cool. That worked. That worked a lot better than I thought it would. All right. And now we're going to apply a couple more poison stacks here, right? And he's going to take a decent amount of damage from poison. Okay, 50 damage from poison is pretty good. I'm happy with that, right? Okay, we have 2 rounds, 2 turns to take out ideally both, but at least one. This guy's got 208 HP, so he needs to be our primary target for Venileus. Venileus is like anti-bear. He is very good at killing bears, right? Okay, 1 bear down. That was the harder bear to kill. We are okay. That also happened to be the bear that was going to go. So now we have plenty of time for us to take out this last bear. Last bear done. Hey, what's going on, Sean? How you doing? So many bears, bro. We got ourselves a bear. We have a bear now. We're gonna go ahead and heal everybody. Grab all the loot. Okay, we now have a bear. Okay, now everyone knows what this means, right? We have to, 1, level it up, and 2, we have to name it. So I need everyone's input on what the bear's name needs to be. Now, the good news is it's a level 5 bear, so it's kind of nice. All right, any companion spending their rest next to this unit generates a 1 extra valor point. Dope. Or intimidating growl, which forces the target to engage and applies fragility for them for 1 round. So here's the problem. Bear, we currently don't have anything that can control the bear, right? So knowing that, I don't want to have something on the bear that is going to burn valor points when we already have issues keeping valor points up. So we're going to use Cozy Pelt. Okay. King of the Forest. If starting a battle in a forest, this unit has galvanization. Or Master Fisher. You have a chance to catch fish while walking near bodies of water. We're going to go ahead and just use King of the Forest. That's much better for battles. And honestly, we're not hurting on food too much. Although bears are going to be pretty expensive on food. Fozzie the Bear, or Fizz. Not bad. Been busy with the nieces and nephew. Fun time with the sun out. You know, I'm okay with Fozzie or Fizz. The bear won't use your valor points if you don't control it. That would have been nice to know before I clicked that button, but that's okay. We'll do Fozzie. The bear has been renamed Fozzie, and the other companions approve. All right. Fozzie, you already have 10 movement. Don't need to worry about that. I could increase your critical hit. There's very, very little point in me increasing your constitution. I am not going to lie. Now, strength. Strength is entirely viable here. But 2 points on crit, I'm okay with. Willpower. we will increase willpower, and then we'll do more crit. We'll pop a career plans here. And this will actually give him, you know, a 10% increase to damage, essentially, which I'm okay with doing. It feels kind of gross to put points into raw damage stat, but that's okay. It is okay to use raw damage stat, everybody. It doesn't have to be only crit. But now we now have Fozzie. Fozzie the bear. Fozzie the battle bear. Yeah, Bruce. Damn, man. All right, and now we need to get a pig. We need a pig. But having a bear is already going to be a massive increase to our power. We eat 31. Bears eat so much fucking food. Holy shit. Okay, well, now that I know that we're gonna have to feed a fucking bear now, let's go ahead and pull a lot of our food that we have stockpiled in here into our inventory. We don't have any food stockpiled, do we? Oh, we do. Yeah. See, we have food. We got plenty of food. Let's go ahead and grab all this shit. We have plenty of food. We have big food, little food. We got rats. We got carcasses. We got all sorts of food. See, I wasn't even worried. Wait a second. I think I can use these skills with bears. I think we can do stuff. I'm about to try a thing here. No. You cannot eat books on bears. We can eat books on them, but you cannot eat books on bears. It's okay. At one point in time, we were able to use books and whatnot on animals. I swear. I swear it. But that time has since passed, it seems. Unfortunate. Not really unfortunate. It just means it's balanced. But Fozzie Bear. Yes, sir. We have Fozzie the Bear. What's going on, Reckless? How you doing, my dude? Okay. Now we're on the way to go find us a pig. And I do not remember how many allies we have lost. We've lost... I feel like we lost a brute at one point. Right? And I'm pretty sure we lost... not Arnius. We lost our spearman. Okay, so we've lost a spearman. We've lost a warrior. And I think we've lost a brute. I know we've lost at least 2. Oh, look. Pigs. I need those. Waka, waka, waka. I missed the last couple of streams. We have in Pets Now as a side quest to have it. So, Sean, essentially what was determined last stream after the stream ended is that, you know, we're saying, hey, this playthrough is taking quite a while, right? And on top of that, it's like taking a while because I am losing units every now and then we're not replacing them, and region locked the enemy units, right, are like at this point it would be almost a necessity for us to out level enemies in these regions in order for us to actually beat them. So we wanted to alleviate that bottleneck of needing to essentially outgrind the enemy levels, right? And I typically don't use animals in the first place, and there was like a lot of suggestions or requests even in like live stream chats as well as like in comments and whatnot, not necessarily on the live streams, but asking for me to do like, you know, a playthrough with more animals or whatnot. So I brought it up in our Discord, and Bruce said that we need to have a pig at the very minimum, and he actually told me to recruit an archer. Well, we're not going to recruit the archer, but we are going to get at least a pig for our mascot, right? Well, and then we kind of expanded on it a little bit here at the beginning of the stream, is that what we're going to do is every time one of our units dies, we're going to replace it with a unit that you can't control. So a bear, or, you know, something that is not directly controllable. I'm pretty sure plague ridden are directly controllable. I don't remember. I don't know for sure, but I'm fairly certain you can control plague ridden. But we'll play that by ear. You think I've lost 3 units? I think I have 2. I think it's been 3. So we'll recruit a boar. We already have a bear. And the last unit, we can't do rats because rats will repopulate. They multiply. And I don't think having a massive army of rats is the way to do region lock, although that would be fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that may be worth a mini series on just doing a massive amount of rats. But yeah, so anyway, alpha wolf, you want to do an alpha wolf on top of a sow? We can do that. We can definitely do that. We have plenty of rope. Now, food's going to become an issue because I've been, you know, doing stuff and things, right? Okay, so good old Fozzie here at least has King of the Forest, so he's galvanized, right? And he increases his damage output. He's only got 300 HP. A lot of these boars aren't very beefy. Now the sow will be definitely worth it. We need to get a hold of one of the sows, and I also am wanting. All right, I don't know how I'm going to do this quite yet, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay. Wow, that is a trash placement. Okay, I at least get 3 that time. Cool. And we're gonna hopefully go for at least a kill. Okay, we got a kill in the bag. Bear going to do bear things. Bear doing bear thing. Oh my god. And he gets brave. Oh no. That's disgusting. And he permanently gets inspiration essentially, so his movement's actually 20 instead of just 10. Bro, I think Fozzie's going to be a monster. I was not expecting that. Oh, okay, well, I feel a little bit better now. I just gotta make sure Fozzie doesn't die to DOTs. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll be okay, but yeah. All right, well, that's taken care of. We're just gonna come up here and we're gonna go bonk. Just a quick little bonk bonk. Nice little bonk. Okay, and now we're gonna walk right over here. And we're just gonna wait. Okay. Yeah, I don't really think these boars have a chance against Fozzie. I think we can let Fozzie do his thing over here, and I think we'll be okay. Just a thought, right? Like I'm not trying to, you know, jinx it or anything, but I'm fairly confident Fozzie don't care. Like, Fozzie is taking damage, and he has taken a little bit, but I'm pretty confident he's just going to one-shot a lot of this. Okay. And now we have one more that we need to take care of. Then we're going to capture this one whenever we can. Fozzie's getting surrounded. He's surrounded too. That's rough. Okay. Oh shit. Enemy reinforcements. Damn. Whatever shall we do? Okay. Nah, that's taken care of. All right, Fozzie, let's see what you can do, buddy. Inspiration and brave. Okay, that's it. All right. It's a little anticlimactic. Okay. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot this, pop a reload, and we're going to shoot again. Fozzie's doing fine. I mean, he is going to ultimately take like probably a couple hundred damage just from being completely surrounded by boars the entire time. But also, like, who cares to an extent, right? All right. Can I capture you? 53%, huh? Okay. Well, I don't want to accidentally kill him, but I will if I do that. Okay, well, shit. Yeah, we're gonna just trust. Okay, we got it on 53. That works. That works for me. Oh, there's another one over here. Didn't even see you. Okay. So we have time. We're okay. Go ahead, take care of that one, and we're gonna move over here to get prepared for intercepting these guys. I am probably gonna want to get somebody over here to help out Fozzie, just so we don't lose our bear in the first fight that we have with them, right? But I am fairly confident that Fozzie can handle his own to an extent, right? And we'll just get Theotes over here. Do a quick little, you know, boop boop. That boar's stuck. Yeah, that boar's not gonna move. Fozzie's gonna smack the shit out of this sow. Yep. Fozzie's at a little under half HP now. Getting just a little on the sketchy side, but that was just the riposte that went off, right? So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna take the sow out just so we don't have to worry about it doing damage during its turn. And then we're going to do. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Sophia down here. We're gonna get her prepped for this at least. And yeah, I know she's gonna hit Fozzie with that, but I don't think we're gonna actually use Sophia's next turn. And then we're going to come up here with Venileus and start doing some damage. You get a quick little killy kill. We'll end Phelan's turn. Okay, that's fine. If you want to attack Arnius, go for it. And then this one's going to... going to go for Arnius as well. Okay, well, Fozzie's going to get his turn off and go one-shot a boar, most likely. And the cool thing is Fozzie gets to go like towards the beginning of the turn order, so it's always nice, right? So we can honestly just leave that boar, and Fozzie will run up and one-shot it here. Boom. Yep. And they don't get to flee. There's no running here. Only death. Okay, there we go. Take them all out. We got our capture. Repair everybody. No one got actually hurt, right? And now we got ourselves a sow to level up. Okay, we need a name for the pig. Okay, damage taken reduced by 25%. Oh, dude, that's bulky. Carrying capacity increased by 20. This unit can be assigned to the campfire. Nice, let's do that. Okay, and then Harriet creature would be pretty good, right? And then after taking a hit, this unit gains 5 angry. Damage increased by 20%, and it's stackable. Wow. Harmed and dangerous. That's actually pretty cool. Rush wouldn't be bad either, right? But, I mean, I'd be okay with either of these. You know what? We're going to do 2 to willpower just to get it buffed up a little bit here. We're going to increase its strength. Let's go ahead and get its willpower to... What? 18 willpower? Oh, base 16. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Increasing its willpower is pretty good. That'll help us out galvanization. Pork chop. Pork chop will work. Yeah, we can do that. If anyone else has any other recommendations for a pig name, let me know. Pork chop will definitely work, but you know, there could be comedy gold out there as well. Pork chop's gonna get assigned to the fire. All right, we need to actually, you know, eat. How expensive? Oh my lord, this is as you would say, pricey. Okay, well, we're gonna eat a ton of carcasses here. Just get them out of the way because we've been killing all sorts of crap. And then we'll eat some rats too. Hopefully no one gets sick from that. If they do, well, you probably should have eaten the cooked food, and you probably should have given the non-cooked food to the animals. That's all I'm gonna say, right? Let's see here. Cannibalism can devour human corpses. We have 3 knowledge points here, so we can do a little bit here. Plague infested outgrowth increased. Troop relationships improve every time you pick flowers. You also gather hemp. Drinking buddies, sociopath trait. We'll have to find some animal accessories for our pets. Yes, we will. We could do weight training, honestly. That wouldn't be terrible either. Wait, I think you can make accessories here from the workshop, right? Like, we can get saddlebags, of course. But I don't think saddlebags is going to unlock a new recipe for us. I think you just eventually learn these recipes for collars, right? I just don't know how. I don't remember how. But we can find them. We have the technology. I don't know how the technology works, but we have the technology. That it is there. It's somewhere, right? It is somewhere. But pork chop essentially has 25% guard at all times, plus the 3% natural guard, right? So we'll be able to figure something out. Just need to find the recipes at tracker camps. Oh, okay. Well, we got a ton of fangs that we can use too. So let's go and check out some tracker camps. Got chatting to flatmate caught up now. Oh, that's a good idea with the pets. Hey, man, we gotta try something to spice it up a little bit, right? Gotta get a little bit of that spice in there, just a little bit, extra zesty. All right. So there are plenty of, you know, things here. Oh, we do have a collar. We have a collar of solitude. Damage increased by 5% if not next to an ally in combat. You know, that's not a terrible collar. It's not a great collar. 5% damage is basically laughable, but we can try it out here. And we can also go check out this tracker camp out in the middle of nowhere, out yonder, right? Now, the cool thing is animals don't cost money, right? They just cost food, which is arguably more harder to get a hold of than money. But I mean, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Okay, tracker camp. I really want to say the tracker camp's that way, and I'm pretty sure you get the bacon collar by completing the juggler's camp mission. And getting a bacon collar would be pretty beneficial. I'm not gonna lie, it would be nice. But I don't think it's a necessity, right? And of course, for it to be thematically correct, the only animal we would be able to put the bacon collar on would be pork chop. I mean, right? What's more terrifying than a pig with a collar made out of pig? Huh? Yo, what's going on, Sora? How you doing, my man? So we're gonna head over to the tracker camp, and we're going to attempt to locate some little recipes. And the tracker camp's, you know, way down here. I definitely should have gone the other way, but it is what it is at this point. We're taking the long way. We are, as you would say, taking the scenic route. See, we wouldn't have been able to see this beautiful waterfall if we hadn't have come this way. I hope. Is that a true statement? That is not a true statement. We would have seen it. Good. Yeah. Okay. We're just, you know, we have the horses, but we're on the wrong side of the river. That's a mummy reference. If you guys have never seen the masterpiece that is the mummy. Oh, cool. Oh, it's the tracker mission. Yeah, right. And then there's, you know, Fellowship of Knowledge. What the hell's the Fellowship of Knowledge? What? What is that? What are you?
My apologies, but
Only members of the Fellowship of Knowledge are allowed here. You must display scholarly dispositions for our doors to open you. We have to be tier 8 in the Mysteries and Wisdom's path. Okay. We're level 5. Almost level 6. We only need one more PP, guys. Like, that's close. Not quite, but close. We're making our way there. Ever so slowly and surely. But that's doable. Okay. We're just going to eat one of these things. I don't remember what this does. Hill Delights increases happiness by 1, reduces speed at which troops fatigue. What? Man, how did I make that? I must have had a cook that went all out at some point. Other negative effect. I have no idea what that is. Don't know why. We'll want to get the bacon collar before we go to Drombuck because of that Creeper King and his ability to heal himself if units get too close to him. Yeah, we're going to have to figure something out for it, right? That Creeper King, I'm going to have to essentially like a one-shot the Creeper King because our animals are going to make that a nightmare for us to handle. Shit, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll have to figure it out.
I'm surprised you're up. It is a weed, but it is nonetheless. I hope this has helped.
Thanks for literally nothing.
No one is safe from.
Oh, I'm not allowed to shop with you until I complete the hunt, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's dumb. Oh, look, there's stuff going on here. Okay, so Master Tracker Eastos, right? And then Antidote. We are... Yes, we're obviously helping, right? Dude, these guys are all level 8. 2 sentries, 2 recruits, a mace bearer, technologist, 2 technologists, and a... Bro, I don't know if we can actually handle this. These guys are beefy. They're all level 8s? Homie, our strongest guy's like level 6. And I mean, Fozzie's level 5, but Fozzie's just a bear. I don't think we can actually handle this. Can we leave? Yeah, we're gonna... No. Damn, we can't. Oh, no. Oh, no. We may have to retreat on this. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, if you put bacon collars on them, you can control them to not get too close to them, or maybe you can just tell them to not move and just defend. I don't think you can. You can do that to allies, but you can't do that to animals. Which I think is honestly kind of dumb. Okay. How does Pork Chop have 3% guard naturally? But because he has 0 armor, okay. Okay, game. Okay, so we got 5 over here, and we got 6 over here, and we have, you know, the Master Tracker, who is an important character, so of course, if he dies, we're fucked. Master Tracker has okay armor and weapon, but he's over here riding solo, and we have, you know, Fozzie's down here. Where's our other green boy? We have a regular Tracker who's a veteran, or seasoned, right? And he's got Tracker's claw and whatnot, a little croc swine helmet. He looking like he definitely looking like a tracker boy, let me tell you. So my question is, how the fuck am I going to do this? So we could try to go ham here, right? But the problem with ham is that we only have 1 pig. Is that Pork Chop is going to get his ass beat by any of these things. Fozzie can tank, can handle one of these guys, just one, right? Fozzie can take on one, be fine. Probably take on one of these sentries, right? And be a-okay. What does this thing do? Does this give imposition? Critical hit applies weakening. Okay. And every time a skill deals damage, has a 50% chance to restore an amount of health equal to 20% of the damage dealt. Okay. That conversion oil is something that I'm probably actually going to use because that's not a damaging oil. So I'm gonna use that as my my excuse. Okay. This guy also has conversion oil, and he's got protective strike, which grants in position, which is what doubles his guard. That is the one that's going to be a pain in the ass to kill, this mace bearer, and that is why we're going to put Fozzie on him. Okay. We could put Fozzie on one of the recruits and watch him just like tear into him, but I don't think that's going to go too well for us. Now we could put Fozzie and our boar here as well, right? And just pray that it kind of works out for us. Venileus will be able to generate a decent amount of valor points for us when we need him to, but I don't necessarily want him to try and do that right away. Okay, Master Tracker Eotis is going to go over here, and we're going to move a regular tracker right here, right? We have Phelan over here. I don't want Phelan over here. I want Arnius over here. We have no one in the very back, which is perfect. I don't want these guys split up. I want them to come this way slowly but surely. I want Arnius to be able to... I want to get rid of one of these technologists if we possibly can. They have Bolt and cannot be used... that's literally it. What do you do? First time this unit destroys an enemy's army, they reload and gain 2 aim, and then each time this unit's attacked, they gain protection. Critical hit against targets engaged in combat increased by 50%, and this unit has no guard. Their attacks apply vulnerability when they have no guard. Okay, so all of his attacks apply vulnerability. And then you also do that. Got it. And you have Mudsling as a leader. That's gross. Okay. Okay, how do I want to begin this bullshit? We could, in theory, basically knock back this sentry, right? So we could move Theotes up here, knock him back, right? And that will essentially render him incapable of doing anything unless Eotes attacks him. I don't like that idea either. So what if I move Eotes and the tracker over here? How far can you move? You can attack him. How far can you move? You can attack him. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's doable, right? So we can move Theotes over here and do the engagement, right? We can just go bam, knock him back and get him immobile. This sentry is now effectively removed from the combat for this turn and this turn only, but still effectively removed. So we'll move this way. We'll see what the recruit does. Recruit comes and does things. Okay, that's fine. I kind of wish the tracker had gone and went after the technologist, but this is still acceptable for the time being, right? I don't want Phelan to go. Now, we could definitely move Venileus up here, which we are. We're going to go ahead and start proccing some damage output, right? So we could get this recruit low enough to where Eastos, yeah, that's his actual name is Eastos. I wasn't reading that right, or Sorrow wasn't reading that right. And we could get him low enough to where Eastos can take him out, or we could start lowering this sentry. This sentry is going to be a bit of a beefcake, right? And I kind of want to get some dots going on him. Dots are converted directly to damage with them. Got it. Forgot about that. Okay, well, let's work on getting rid of his armor then, right? And this will get us back to almost full valor points, so let's go ahead and do that. He's attacking Fozzie, which is absolutely perfect because that gives us Relentless on Fozzie's turn. And that's who I wanted Fozzie to attack anyway, so perfectly fine by me. And just go bonk, right? Ooh. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna go the way I want it to. Actually, now I think about it, but whatever is what it is. We can definitely get a hold of this recruit, or we can go for the sentry. I know we can't go for both, and I know that moving him over here to get a hold of this technologist is asking for trouble. And all of these guys apply vulnerability when they have no guard, right? So 1, 2, like all of these ranged units are going to be applying vulnerability to an extent, right? That's terrifying. And they're all like, oh shit. Okay. I really want to see if we can get a hold of somebody and actually take them out. But I don't think we have enough damage output to outright kill anybody. Let's move right here. We're gonna hit this recruit. Go ahead and pop encouragement to give everyone protection. We're gonna hit this recruit at least as hard as we can. We applied weakening, so that's nice. All right, pork chop, go do things. 3 damage. Whoa, boy. Okay. Okay, so he's got vulnerability. I'm hoping that he doesn't just get completely dumpstered by that, but we'll see. We need to deal as much damage as we possibly can to this, say, a mace bearer. In some way, shape, or form, right? He's going to be a problem if we don't. And I think we can do that. I should not have moved Sophia here. I probably should have moved Sophia down there, to be honest. But what we're going to do is we're going to start getting this sentry locked down. Okay, so he's got deflection, which is fine. She's taking like no damage whatsoever. And we can do a little bit of dagger throws. Okay. We could definitely get up here and do like a little bit of a dunk to an extent, right? But I don't think that's the best option. So we could come from behind on the mace bearer and punch through his guard. And I think that's our best option here. So we can apply some stacks of poison, right? Get him nice and low. Or actually, it won't even be poison, right? Because his poison stacks get a converted to raw damage while he has armor. So, okay. That works. Yeah. Okay, so he applied vulnerability to the recruit. They're not going to just straight up kill him right now, are they? I mean, they're definitely doing stuff. Is vulnerability the guaranteed crit? I don't remember. Something's telling me it is. Okay. I don't want to push him to where he's going to be guaranteed locked into that, so let's hold off on that. Move feeling up here. Okay, we need to get a hold of some of these archers. This is getting out of hand. Okay, the recruit's gonna die, at least, right? But this is spooky to me. He's useless, which is fine. Okay. Now, we need to get a hold of some of these guys, because holy shit. So we can definitely take out the mace bearer and get him effectively removed from combat to an extent, just by removing his armor, and then Fozzie and Porkchop will take care of it. We do need to get Eastos out of here. So I'm thinking what we do here, right, is we use Ventileus, get the guaranteed kill on the recruit first. That frees up Eastos, right, and them. Essentially gives us one extra, it lets us start pushing them out to an extent, right? And then we're going to move over here, right? He doesn't have the movement, so that wastes a turn. He's going to be able to get a hold of some. Oh my god, dude, really? Okay. We need to hit both of these guys, and we need to pick one to essentially ruin their day. And I'm thinking it's him. And I was right. That is the one I wanted. Cool. And we are going to effectively remove him from combat. for another turn. I'm going to move over here. We are going to toggle to defensive mode, and we are going to dunk. Applying fragility as best we can, and staying within range to where we can keep bullying this sentry. Okay, we got double hit. Awesome. Fozzie is now opportunistic, which is pretty freaking dope. He can't move. Fozzie's going to start taking on that sentry. Okay, so now what we really need is we need to find a way for us to start capitalizing on these guys over here before they start doing their rampage bullshit, right? Osbius can definitely hit a few of these guys. Can I get crit? Thank you. That's a kill. That is a kill. Awesome. That generated a valor point. It's not enough for us to actually go over here and do damage, but it did assist us in a form, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get Osbius ready to run and do stuff. That sucks, but... Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that's bad, bad, bad. Okay. Arnius. Oh, homie. Oh, homie, we're in trouble. What if I do that, right? Because I don't think this guy's gone yet. I know that one did, but I don't think all of them have. And I need to be able to get to him and lock him down. I don't have enough movement to actually... Ooh, oh, no, 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 no. You need to change your behavior, homie. Well, I think it's a little late on that, actually. I don't think we win this one. I think we have to back out and redo it. It's definitely doable. I don't think we planned correctly for this, so we need to restart this battle. We need to retreat. Oh my god, that's rough. Thankfully, we just need to head to a town and lick our wounds here in Marheim. Yeah, okay, so that fight is definitely doable, and we did a lot better than I initially thought we would, since they were all level 8, right? We just couldn't back out of it. I now know how I want to handle that to an extent. We're just not in a position to where we could have easily done that, right? And we really need a little bit more medicine too. Please don't chase me. Thank you. So we need some meds. We're gonna go buy some meds. We still have this Yahoo over here. That's, you know, Joran, who's part of our party right now. So we need to essentially get meds. We need to heal everybody, get everyone repaired, which we'll repair with money because we have plenty of money right now. And then we'll probably, yeah. I mean, I don't think we will be here long enough for us to sleep at the inn, but that may be something we do just to generate a couple extra valor points, right? We have some flawed remedies. Every time the unit deals a critical hit, they regain 5% of their maximum health. Man, I really want like conversion oil and not necessarily soothing oil. Soothing oil is like a poor man's conversion oil. While I'm at it, let's give Fozzie the Collar of Solitude. And can we make meds? No, we cannot. We do not have any snow iris. Do we have any snow iris in the travel post? We do not. We don't. That's that is a toughie. That is a toughie. Okay, Fozzie, what's your injury? Willpower reduced by half. Okay, that's rough. Pork chop, what's yours? Slowed to half their capacity. Okay, you have a laceration and you cannot crit. That's really bad for you. So let's get rid of that. Oh, flawed remedy actually worked. Nice. You also cannot critical hit. Let's patch that up. It looks like everyone just got that. Is that no? We got willpower reduced. You also have willpower reduced. You can't crit. Okay, and we are out of meds. That is kind of unfortunate. Do you have anything that I can buy that will give me meds? No, no, you do not. Shit. Okay, so Fozzie and Porkchop are still injured. We need snow irises. There's not really any snow irises available. And the alchemist here doesn't necessarily have anything readily available for us to get fixed up either. Shit. Okay. Let's check the other travel posts and see if we have anything in them. I don't think we have anything in the... Yep, okay. We may need to fast travel over to Tiltren or Arthas and essentially buy some stuff. Yeah, we could definitely do that, right? So what we can do here is we can go to our tavern real quick, right? And we are going to do a quick little exploit, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to take basically everyone, spare our horses, oh, we won't have enough carrying capacity. Okay, transfer them back to troop. And now we're going to go to our travel post, and we are going to travel over to Tiltren, Stormcap, right? And we're going to eat a little foodie food here. So we'll do that. Have a little foodie food. And now that we've gotten ourselves some foodie food, we are going to come here and we're going to buy meds, as well as some cure for the plague. Why not? Fast travel to Arthas and do some of the story mission stuff there and get healed and patched up at the same time. We could do that. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Let's do that. We can also get ourselves a wolf while we're over there too. So here's the cool thing. I'm fairly certain this is how this works. And if it doesn't work this way, well, then we're about to find out. So I think I can go to the tavern here and actually pull people back to my troop from a distance. I think I just essentially banked them in Marheim. And you don't even need to necessarily be there, right? Because you have access to this UI from anywhere. So you have a permanent unit bank. Yeah, you do. And yeah. Wow. Okay, that's nice. Oh, that's not dumb at all. No, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. I didn't expect that to work that way. I love that. That is that should not work that way. That should not work that way. But I'm not gonna be too mad about it. It is what it is. Calculated. That's a feature, guys. That's a feature. All right, we're just leveraging a feature. Oh boy. Okay, let's get Joran and our horse down here. Let's get these guys reorganized at least somewhat, right? And get Porkchop and Fozzie down here. All right. Now, I don't remember what we're supposed to be doing. Oh, we need to take with deserters or whatever over here at this castle. Okay, I think we can handle that. Do we have meds? I think I bought meds, right? Yeah, I bought meds. We have some food. Let's go buy some salt real quick. Let's buy some salt. I think we have a cook. I'm gonna have to reorganize my camp. That's gonna suck, but that's a small price to pay for not having to walk here. So I'll take it. Not having to walk here and being able to cheese that a little bit. Okay. So what we're gonna do is let's go to camp. Let's get everybody organized here, right? So we're gonna organize it. We'll put Sophia right here. Phelan is gonna be here, out here in the corner. You are gonna be right here. Theotaste is gonna be our little cookie cook, right? You're our tinker. We have a haystack. We have our pig. And am I forgetting anyone? Do I have a random body out and about here? I do. Arnius loot. Okay. I'm pretty confident we have everyone assigned in some way, shape, and or form. Joran, you know, just chilling at the fire. Okay, and now it's time for us to cook. We have to cook some stuff. We don't have any special things that we can cook, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and just make a bunch of basic bitch food, just so we're able to not have to starve everyone to death with how many bears and whatnot we have, right? So let's go ahead and max everything out, make all the food. We have 22 days worth of food. I think we are okay now. And let's skadoodle, zippity zoodle. It's time to skadoodle. We're gonna go ahead and actually unlock the bear meat somewhere in here. Yeah, I know bear meat's around here somewhere, right? Well, maybe it's around here somewhere. Now you cannot tell me that I don't have. Do I need to make a grilled carp before I learn it? Or do I need to make like venison skewers before I learn it? Like what is going on here? It's not further down here, is it? Bear, okay, so you can't just directly grill bear meat from the looks of it. It looks like it's got a special recipe off to the side. So you guys, I typically just eat nothing but nothing but like bread and wolf sausage and pork. So I'm as you would say, a little unlearned in the vastness of food with here. Oh, cool! Everyone here's yellow. That's much better than red. I'm okay with this. Nah, I believe Fozzie is the reason. Actually, I kind of want Fozzie to continue to be OP. Lord Vanelli's castle. Bear is not an unusual receipt. Yo, what's going on, Marcella? How you doing, my man?
It is a privilege to prepare.
Buy more meds. Acidic oil. Burning. Damage from attacks opportunity plus 15. You know, I don't think flat damage. Yo, what's going on, Guillermo? Yes, sir. We are playing some Wartales. We have succeeded. Give me that XP towards the fate of Arthas. Yes. Okay, well, that was fun. Now we need to go find something else to do. Wait a second until the last drop. There's something else going on here. What are we doing? My son is the chosen one, sir. Okay, what am I doing here? What are we doing? Like, what button is it to check stuff out again? It's not. It's just map, isn't it? Yeah, it's just map. Okay, until the last drop. Let's go check this out real quick. In the county of Arthas, until the last drop, find and kill the saboteurs around Lord Vernalie's castle. If I remember correctly, they're down underneath. I really want to say they're right down there. Maybe. I just saw these guys like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, those are just, yeah, I'm pretty sure the saboteurs are down and underneath. So let's go that way. Any way to release the Skelmar group or only getting laughed at? I do not know, Guillermo. I have not played any of the Skelmar DLC yet. Someone else may have the answer for that, but I do not. I don't want to fight bears right now. I don't want the bears. No bears. Please, no bears. Go away, bears. Thank you, bears. Yeah, they're in the cave. That's what I thought. I figured they were right down here. What business have you here, mercenaries? No, I'm just gonna kill you here. You guys are level 6. Oh, you're so screwed. You guys are only level 6? Yeah, no. Get out of here. Get out of here. And I got you surrounded, homie. Kind of. Yeah, something like that. Bear, Fozzie, go down there. You can do things, I'm pretty sure. Sapper is shoot order. Okay. Yeah, we should be okay. Yeah, no, you're good, my guy. I haven't been necessarily like doing my own side playthroughs or anything like that, right? So I started this run so we could basically play through the entire game with the Skelmar DLC, as well as like Tavern and Balerion and everything like that. So I know that the DLC is meant for endgame unless you're necessarily doing adaptive, and with adaptive you'll be able to go do fun things. Well, we're not playing adaptive, we're playing region locked, and that means we have to go through everything first. So we're halfway through the game, except the game's exponential on the grind, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's like I'm playing RuneScape, but like not getting the dopamine hits. I've seen XP numbers pop up every time. Give me the dopamine. I need the dopamine. Okay. Theotes. The emissary will be a little bit of a pain in the wazoo. I'm kind of thinking here, right? So that's kind of dangerous in the first place. But what if I move Arnius over here and then we just take a nice little swing of the sapper? And again, sappers are actually kind of freaking useless now I think about it. So is it really a point? I mean, well, I could get a hold of the emissary, but the emissary can't be engaged. If I remember correctly, he's impossible to engage due to medical. Yeah, so oh boy. Okay. How do I want to do this? Legionaries got the Ferning Shield and motivated. Damage increased by 10%. Okay. Osmios, no. Okay, how do I want to? Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. Duelist, I think's got a spinning. No, he's got a rush. Okay, so we're gonna come up here, right? And we're just gonna go boop. And then I'm gonna move right here. And they're gonna put. What are you doing? Don't worry, guys. We updated the AI to where the AI is smarter. What in the actual fuck was that, Sapper? The entire purpose of shoot order is for the bear to have to run to trigger the attack of opportunity. Yeah, so this is why I shouldn't have engaged the Sapper over here, because the AI is fucking stupid anyway. Oh my god. I mean, it technically didn't, the bear didn't engage it because it had an active AoE up, but Jesus Christ, why? Why do you, oh. I mean, in theory, it was a big brain play because it means that Fozzie doesn't get relentless when he attacks, right? Because he's not locked into combat and engaged in combat. And it's big brain play because if he was a step away, he would have triggered the attack of opportunity, and then Fozzie would have gotten the relentless trigger on the next turn, and then he would have been just continuously locked in. But the problem is that the Sapper should have moved behind the fucking guy with the shield and then dropped the shoot order down. He shouldn't have walked straight up to the bear and just been like, "Hey, you better not move." Okay. Improved AI, everybody. This is what we get. Arnius, I don't even know what I want to do with you. Whatever. I guess come up here and make the Sapper regret that they are a Sapper. Okay, we got the Sow coming up here. You know, I don't think that was the brightest idea, Sow. I don't. I respect the thought. I can respect the decision, but I don't think it was the right one. 7 damage. Nice. Okay. Pretty good. All right. Now we're going to come up here. We're going to just pop this. Get some valor points going, you know. how this always works a little bit here. Get a hold of that duelist. Do a little damage. Hell yeah. All right. That 1 damage. That's pretty nice. Got a couple of deflections going here. It's gonna be a little spooky if we don't do something to try to handle it, but we'll see how that goes. No, he reloaded and got 2 shots off. Oh, okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna come up here and we're gonna go bop right here, right? Oh, wait. Fozzie is now engaged. I think Fozzie will be okay. What is that status on Fozzie? What is this? Solitude. Oh, 5% bonus damage. Right, forgot about that. Okay. Osmius, it is your time to shine. This is unfortunate, but I really would like us to at least get some damage going. I wanted to see if I could get a hold of that duelist, but it doesn't look like that's necessarily in the cards for us right now. So this is our best case scenario here, right? Now, we can definitely come up here and kill him now, right? Just get a quick little 1-shot, trigger brave, get some valor points back, go ahead and reset movement. And we could come over here and get a hold of this sapper as well. I think that might be a kill. Yep. Okay, so we got 2 kills there. Reset movement again, and we still have the ability to go do it one more time. So why not have a little bit of fun with it, right? We almost got... Oh, hey, look, we even got that kill too. We did generate an extra valor point. We are back at it again with the movement here. We just don't quite have the range for us to hit that, so that's okay. Oh, knockback. Okay, I see you. I don't like it, but I see it. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and we're just gonna hit this emissary and get them immobilized. Inspiration and relentless procced, getting ready, right? We're gonna go ahead and just start the targeting there. Let the pig go do whatever the pig's gonna do. I'm not very confident in its ability to do basically anything right now. We're going to refrain from coming up here and hitting that because that is not in our best interest of self-preservation. Instead, we're going to come over here and just do a little bit of damage to the emissary while they stand over here by them lonesome. You know, get rid of their armor and just kind of pluck away a little bit. I am so glad Fozzie's just over there not caring right now because this is pretty sad, honestly. Let's see here. We got Osbius that we can move up, right? And at least get some damage going. Do a little quick little knife throw here. Get rid of this guy's armor. Apply a couple of stacks of poison. That was pretty useful. And now that we have his turn already gone, we can just, you know, move Arnius up off to the side. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's real bad. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna hurt so much. Oh no, I did not. Oh no, 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 no. Do you have... Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. That's bad. That's real bad. Shit. I forgot he has knockback. Oh no, 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 no. Guillermo, I'm probably going to stay on this one since I haven't gotten to the point where the DLC ends, right? Sorry for not catching up with that. Yeah, Marcelo, I'm thinking we're gonna have to retreat on this one as well. That sucks too, because I just bought a ton of meds and I was feeling really confident on this. I don't want to lose Sophia. So let's go ahead and heal, repair, and fight again. That was disappointing, but that's okay. Yeah, so I don't think I've got another full run through as a live stream series in me, and I've said this before, right? I said that the last time we did the Pirates of Balerion DLC run through, but I decided to do this one because it was kind of my, hey, I'm back to live streaming after having terrible internet and basically losing the ability to stream for basically all of last year, right? Like for 9 months straight, I wasn't able to stream. And this was kind of like the comeback, being able to actually start streaming and putting out content again. So I at least had the ability to, you know, do one more live stream series for Wartales in particular. If a new DLC drops, we can always pick this up and continue with a live stream, like mini series, almost like continuation. But we don't necessarily need to play through from the start again. We could do like a video series where there's a specific play style that we do and do like a thematic run. But at this point, Wartales itself, like, it has replayability factor, but it doesn't have a ton of replayability factor, right? It doesn't have like a varying campaign, doesn't have a varying map or anything like that. Once you play through it so many times, and the core gameplay loop is fairly repetitive, and it's also pretty grindy for you to actually get to like late game, right? Because of that combination, I mean, you're kind of at the point where it's like, do I need to do another full playthrough of everything, especially on region locked? Like, I don't think I've got another region locked playthrough like this in me, unless it's like a specific thematic run that we're doing for the memes. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so we've got 6 right here, and then we got 2 right here, right? Now what we can definitely do is we can get a hold of Theotaste, wherever Theotaste is, way back here. Now I think Theotaste can get a hold of one of these guys, right? And we'll be able to do a little bit of stuff. So we can get Arnius down here. Ventilaeus being right here, I think will be okay. What we can also do is we could put Fozzie over here. I'm not entirely certain if I want Fozzie and Pork Chop at the same spot, so I may move Pork Chop way back here. I just feel like Pork Chop isn't really that strong. I kind of need to protect Pork Chop. We do have a bit of a weak point on this side when it comes down to tanking potential. We have Sophia, of course, and Phelan, who's an off tank, but Osbius can at least like get in here and like start causing a little bit of ruckus, right? Anyway, I think how I want to do this is I want to enter with immobilization to an extent, right? And I think my best case is to get a hold of this legionary and like hit him directly up into the sapper, which would be like right here, because now he's dead. Like we killed him. He is DED dead, which is great. And we can hit the duelist. Oh, that was bad. All right, well, I should not have done that. I should have put that on the sapper, but that's okay. This is dumb, but this is going to be dumb too. Actually, the sapper's going to lose. The duelist is going to lose it because he has a dashing move. He actually will not be on fire by the end of his turn, or at least he shouldn't be. Yeah, okay. We have no valid points, so let's go ahead and pop a couple, right? And we are not going to do anything too extreme here. We're just going to hit once and end Ventilaeus' turn. Okay. You guys are literally not doing anything here. Like that is wastes of 2 turns, but okay. Not going to complain too much on it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take Arnius here, right? Get him up here and get a hold of this lay hurt soldier. And the emissary is going to go do emissary things. Do a little bit of damage. Generate riposte. He's going to take some damage. But yeah, that's pretty good. Now I do want to get up here and get a hold of this legate. Look, he's no longer doing things, right? He's no longer going to be able to, he's not burning, so we're fine. And now I want Sophia to come up here and hit this legionary. This legionary is also, coincidentally, going to hit Sophia and then do nothing. Well, actually, I think he'll walk up and do a shield bash. Yep. And now we're in a position where Osbius can go and do a bunch of damage here, right? Okay. Osbius, you cannot kill the legionary, but you can kill this. I don't know if yeah, let's go for it. A little spurt of poison in there, that little poison cloud, you know. And we can go ahead and do another dunk here and at least get rid of his armor, right? Apply a bunch of stacks of poison to him as well. Just wait there. 1 damage. He's going to turn around and hit Osbius for 1 damage. Okay, that's fine. He's going to take a ton of damage from poison. And he's dead, right? So now what we can do is, well, I could do something here to an extent, but will not do too much for us. Okay, so one of these guys is about to go and essentially just reapply his thing, so I'm just gonna hit that one and pray, and it ended up being his turn. Okay, so he just reapplied it, right? And now we're going to throw that, generate a valor point, apply a couple of stacks of poison here, and we're going to go ahead and get Osbius out of dodge. He's going to reapply. Fozzie will take a shot here. He's going to take 2 shots, actually. Which is fine. Very little damage here. Right. Okay. And now that these guys were so kind to shoot my bear, we can now get them engaged so they can't do it again. And now he's actually on fire. That's rough. Okay, so he did manage to, you know, set us on fire for being stupid that time. We're gonna go ahead and wait on this. Oh, he went for Ventilaeus. Pretty smart. Okay, we're gonna go for 2 shots on him since he's right in front of us. Go ahead and get some crits. Proc bleed. All right, and Sophia, get you right on up here. All right. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and get a hold of this sapper, right? This guy's at 1 HP with 4 stacks of poison. He's already dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Sal's going to do Sal things. Let's see here. What can we do? We have 1 Valor point. We could definitely try to kill the Emissary. Emissary is basically dead to all the incoming DOTs, right? So that's, what, 10 damage plus 19. So that we're already looking at like 29 damage plus fire damage. Fire damage is, what, 15% of their max? Okay, and we're at 10% here. So, I mean, we could do at least 1 more shot on that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, right? Do at least 1 shot. Okay, so the 1 shot worked. We generate a valor point at least. And we'll do another shot here on this sapper to give us another valor point back. We'll wait. We're going to see what the bear does. Bear should. Okay, bear doesn't care. Bear straight up is just on fire, running into places that are going to get him killed. Okay. We are not letting them flee. We're going to tank a little bit of this damage. And we are going to walk up here and do the last hit. Oh, and we got a finisher for it too. Nice. Okay, so that went much smoother than the last one because we didn't get foobarred. Yeah, I mean, we could take the carcass and whatnot. We could throw the carcass in there anyway, right? Just be like, oh yeah, we took care of everything, and then, you know.
Mercenaries, you have killed the saboteurs. Well done, mercenaries.
Cool. Awesome. Now we're halfway through the Fate of Arthas. That's nice. Dark Steed, nice little level up there. Let's go ahead and give you a little bit more con, right? Oh my lord, there's just so much crap that we need here. Okay. We're doing pretty hot now that we have, you know, a few animals that are just extra HP tanks. Like, honestly, just having a squad of level 6s, like a full squad of level 6s, if we had 3 more units, or even just one more really good dedicated tank that was actually kitted out, I think we'd be okay. When it comes down to actually being able to finish this. Well, now that we have Fozzie, I think we'll still be able to do that, right? Now, I don't remember exactly where I need to go to start up the rest of this. I know there is, like, you have to investigate the you have to investigate like the black carts to an extent, right? And then there's also some other various things out and about here. We could go to an informant, or we can just run around a little bit. I'm not opposed to running around, but I don't want to run completely aimlessly around. So, oh, here we go. Here's a purple. Yeah, we can stop them. Okay, we can escort some. Oh, we're escorting him. Right. Is this the dumbass that blows up the bridge? I think this is, isn't it? I am almost positive this is the dude that blows up the bridge. And I think we don't want to go there. We need to go to the people's father, which is not here, but like back here. I don't want to fight these frickin' poachers. I don't want to fight them. Please. Okay. Quinettus, the legionary, and they're level 5. How are you yellow if you are level 5? I just fought a level 6 group and they weren't yellow. Because you have a named unit? What is this? Military formation. Lord Lahart's army. Every time a unit ends their turn next to an ally, they gain deflection. Okay, so it's like a... Okay. I was going to say, so it's like a military formation, but that's literally the name of it. Okay. So we have a duelist and a legionary and a sapper over here, right? We could definitely do some damage by just leaving Fozzie down here. And I know Fozzie won't care too much about having to deal with a sapper shooting at him once, right? The duelist I do want to take care of with we can easily counter the duelist with Theotes, right? So I think Theotes should be the one to counter this duelist. Arnius being up here where the bulk of their forces are is okay. We have Quinettus over here, Osbius and Sophia, so I'm okay with Sophia here. I do want to get a hold of this sapper as well. Vinileus being here should work fairly well. We have 2 legates and we have a duelist over here. So what we're going to do is we are going to walk right on up here. And we are just going to smack the shit out of this duelist. And I think we got him too close to the bear. I think we fucked up. I think Fozzie's going to go for the bear now. Never mind, Fozzie is not going to go for the bear. Fozzie's going to beat the shit out of that sapper. Oh man, why are sappers so freaking dumb? Like, all I can do is laugh at how stupid this AI is behaving right now. I don't even know where I put the sow. Oh, over here. Pork chop. Where can you even go, homie? You can't even reach anything. All right, so you're literally dead to me right now. Arnius, I mean, I could get you over here to tie him down. The duelist would be nice to be able to tie down, but we don't have anything that can actually tie him down, right? And we're not necessarily in a spot. Well, I guess we can move like right here, right? Just pop this to get 3 valor points. Go ahead and reload real quick. See if we can get a hold of one of these guys. Killing the duelist would be cool, but I think killing one of these guys that's like, you know, seasoned little veteran here, I think taking one of these guys out, or at least getting him to where he's one shot, is probably a little bit more beneficial, because we don't have that the ability for us to do that with this kind of guy. And he's going to run down here. He's going to hit Phelan and the sow. Okay, cool. Well, pork chop's going to hit you now. And Phelan's slowed down. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to pop our run. It feels really gross for us to do that, but trust me, it's worth it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run up there, get this guy tied down. That guy will be able to hit us, right? But he's only going to be able to do one thing. What? What? We applied immobile to you. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Arnius, you can definitely tank that shot and you'll generate a valor point for it. So I'll... Oh, it did not create a valor point. Okay. Interesting. You're dead. And... Okay, so you did get some shots off on Phelan. Okay. You did a little bit of damage, but you're still dead. Sophia, I want you down here. And I want you to beat the crap out of this guy. He's got a little bit of knockback. He's just going to run up and continuously engage Arnius, which is fine by me. Just going to generate a ton of valor points for us. And we're going to use those valor points to be a pain in the wazoo, right? So what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do Osbius's thing real quick, right? Generate a few valor points by running amok. Why do I have a pork? We have pork chop because it was requested by Bruce. Pork chop is our company's mascot, I guess. So we need to... Now that was a good combo. I'm proud of you for that. Only you, though. Only the legionary, because the sapper still did something incredibly stupid. Oh, that did some damage. Okay, cool. Now hit him again. Cool. Now that's taken care of. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother trying to set up Sophia again. Okay, duelist got engaged. That's fine. Arnius is gonna come up here, get a hold. One shot a sapper. Holy crap, dude. And if he dies, we can replace him as with another pig. Essentially, it's not like the run's over, but we are essentially what the new rule is now, Marcelo, is whenever one of our mercenary companions, in order for us to actually progress throughout region locked a little bit better, and not have to continuously grind to over level with everything. Anytime one of our units that we're allowed to have, right? Like I think currently we are allowed 8 total units. No, we are allowed 9 total units right now. Whenever one of our units dies, because each new region we go to effectively gives us like 3 more units or something like that. But each time one of our units dies, or maybe it's 4, I don't remember off the top of my head actually. But once again, whenever one of our units dies, we can replace it with an animal as long as we're not able to control it. So that means we should not be making a Beastmaster. However, the caveat to that is we are allowed to control the prisoner if it has like a bacon collar on it, or if it is a like a plague ridden, but we can't go and replace everybody with like wrongdoers and like really good faction uniques like whatnot, right? So that's like the caveat to that rule, at least. Let's see here. We'll take him out. No, 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 no. You guys cannot flee. It is not allowed. Not allowed. Okay. Well. Okay. How'd that work out for you? Thanks for coming to me. All right, and now with Osbius, we're just gonna, you know, get a kill, do a little bit of extra damage, coming from behind, finish the job, and I think that's it. I think that's the end of the battle. It is cool. We got ourselves a Legion crossbow. The Legion is where the first crossbows started appearing just a few years back. Within its ranks, men say that with a weapon like this, the Harag War might have ended quite differently. Plus 9 dexterity with a war mechanism skill. Each round, the first time this unit deals damage to a unit they engaged with an ally, they reload. So let's take a look at how a Vinileus's crossbow works, right? It's the ghost crossbow, and it just gives you the ability to reload whenever they fire, like, right? And then this one, you get to reload whenever a unit deals damage to a unit engaged with an ally. So it's good for hitting people that are currently engaged. But you don't need to burn a valor point, so that is nice. It also means Vinileus should not be attacking first, but I mean, only difference is like that's level 6, that's level 5. There is a difference of 3 dex, but I think 3 dex is something that's worth doing that for, to an extent, right? Okay, so the carriage is missing, and we now need to go essentially destroy the bridge. So here's our next issue, right? Is we need to destroy the bridge without being completely foobarred. We need to dismantle a couple of things, right? Like we can dismantle the ghost crossbow or the full battle plate, honestly. This is level 6 armor, which requires level 5. And in comparison to our current level 6 armor, which requires level 5, I mean, it's really not that bad, but I don't think it's necessarily good. Like, yeah, this isn't really that awesome or anything like that, right? So I think we can dismantle this armor piece and be okay, and we'll be able to use that for a raw materials. Yeah, we can definitely do that. We got a raw material. Now, is that enough for us to get everything fully squared away? Yeah, it definitely is. Okay. Safei is fine. You're fine. What about Arneus? Arneus could use a repair, right? Phelan's not fully repaired, but I think 3 armor points will be fine for this next attack, right? So I'm pretty sure you have a battle here on the unstable bridge when you do the thing that you need to do. And I don't know if we actually have a miner. We do not have a miner. Is anyone here a master? You are a master bard, so you can be a miner. I don't know who our actual miner is. I feel like our miner died. So it might be Sophia, actually, now I think about it. I think she's currently an alchemist because we needed to level up someone that could actually, you know, create potions and lotions for us. Let's see here. All right, minor apprentice isn't bad either. Unstable bridge is now broken.
Why is this bridge collapsed? Who are you?
Level 6, 2 legionaries, a duelist, a sapper, a legate, emissary, and a duelist, as well as the commander. Okay. I think we'll handle this one. We have 1 valor point, though. That's kind of rough. We do have a bridge. Okay. Is there a way for us to utilize this bridge? Not particularly. Okay. That's lovely. Legionary has a knockback, right? Yeah, it knocks him back a little bit. So what we really want is we want to have our bear actually engage like a legate or a sapper, right? So I think that'll work over here with Fozzie. Okay. Now, we also need Arnius to be able to tie a lot of these guys up. And we need to not have all of our units. Okay, we definitely want to move Pork Chop, right? We'll move Pork Chop way back here. We're gonna get Ventileus down over here. Okay. And then down here we have Sophia and Theotes. This should be okay, right? Well, shit. Immediately triggers, and then this is the passive that gives us reload after someone's been engaged. Right. So now what we need to do is we essentially need to, I don't want to hit the emissary, right? So what we need to do is we need to basically come up here and get a hold of like a sapper. That just so happened to be the next guy anyway, so that's kind of convenient. Watch the bear come up here and just dunk. What are you do? Okay, whatever. You know what? I'm not even mad. It was a kill. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, Sal's coming up. Sal's gonna hit the duelist. Fine by me. Sal's probably gonna get bled for that, but okay, it's fine. Let's see here. What can I do? Now we can shoot this guy. And we'll get the free reload, right? We'll trigger some extra damage. There's a little pond here, actually. So we'll be able to move Ventileus around just a tiny bit. We won't be able to generate too many valor points, though. So we're going to hold off on using his ability to regenerate valor points. Okay, so he essentially just screwed himself over by getting right on top of Sophia, which is fine by me. We're going to get this legionary stuck, which is exactly what I want. I don't want him to be able to do anything. All right. Oh, he shot his own dude. He must have Misty oil on, though. Definitely looking like there's some Misty oil or something involved. There's a lot of bleeding going on here. Do you have explosive oil, or is this a what do you have on it? Explosive oil. Okay. How much damage are we going to take? We're going to take 12 damage from this. Oh, might as well do a little bit then, right? And with 3 people down here, this is going to get a little spicy. Pork chop might die. We actually have a few units that might die here. It's going to get a little rough, to say the least. Vivilios is actually super dangerous now that I've seen what his build is. I didn't realize that that was who that was. I thought that was somebody else. So, kind of rough on that. We're going to swap into defensive stance with Theotes, and I would like to hit the legionary pretty hard here. I don't know if we have enough valor points for it, but we're gonna try it anyway and get a hold of some fragility going here. Okay, I'm fine with that. That was actually a pretty good call there. And now what we need to do, right? So this guy's already moved. This guy's basically done. Safea is really hurting. We need to get her healed up. So what we need is we essentially need to tie down either the legionary or the emissary, right? And we're not going to have an easy way of doing that necessarily right now. But what we can do is we can use Osbius as bait. That's a kill and a valor point, right? Get a crit going. All right, stack some poison stacks, right? Get a little bit of poison generated. And next, we'll be able to move Osbius right on over here, right? Kind of help out our boys down here. I'm okay with Fozzie taking the hit. That's fine. I just didn't want Porkchop to necessarily die for it. Now, Venileus needs to be able to get down here and get some shots off. I'm hoping, and it looks like that is the case, where we have the ability to get some kills here. And we could sprint up here, but I'm not sure. If this is going to do what I want, because that would cost 2 just to generate 1. That's not necessarily the best way to do that. So let's go ahead and wait here. Who's next? Oh, okay. You're wasting a turn, which is fine. Arnius, I could have you come up here and heal, which is probably going to be one of our better chances. And Phylan doesn't have the movement to do what I need him to do, but I think Porkchop will be okay for the rest of this turn. I do think Porkchop will be in trouble come next round. So, and I do want to get a hold of Safea here and see if I can help her out. So I cannot kill the emissary, and I also cannot engage the emissary. So I'll run up, do just a little love tap, get rid of the bleed here, right? And then we're going to get ready to use Arnius to go block their leader. And next, we're going to use Phylan, who is still bleeding, right? Just to be clear, to move up here and just be prepared to help intercept and help out Porkchop. Okay. Porkchop isn't dead yet. Only at 2 HP though. So that's definitely not looking too hot. Okay. Definitely not looking very well. We do need to get this duelist tied down. I do think the duelist will be tied down by Fozzie. I think. I don't know. Porkchop is potentially dead here, right? On his turn. Or he'll trigger dying. He'll trigger dying. Well, in theory, he should. We have essentially 3 kills that we need to do to actually do stuff here. I do want to get a hold of Favilios, right? And I kind of want Ventileus to be able to get a kill as well. So, and then Theotes would be able to lock down the legionary, but that won't translate well for us here. So what we kind of want to do, the pork is dead. I mean, probably. The only saving grace we have here is if we manage to cause a rout first. Which is starting to look like that is a possibility, actually. Okay. Generate some valor points here. Okay. No, pork instant dies. Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. Now we need to get him turned around, right? I've got my main tank down here on the leader. And we have an emissary and the legionary. The legionary definitely doesn't have enough movement to actually get to where we need to be. Emissary does. And we don't have a good way of doing a lot of damage here. So I don't want to use Sophia as a blocker because Sophia, if I remember correctly, doesn't actually have the dying perk. And we only have 2 rounds until 2 of these guys go. So I think one of them needs to be Phelan getting down here and like trying to turn this duelist around. I think that's kind of the play here, is getting Phelan at least here and getting him turned, right? And the next one is probably actually going to be just moving Sophia out of the way. But then comes the fun part of how much damage is Phelan going to take between bleed and then the explosive damage, which is quite a bit. And Sophia does have a heal, okay? Phelan does as well, but okay. So we'll do this. And we'll go ahead and do that just for a little bit of extra damage, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do that, right? I'll walk up here, use first aid, get rid of his bleed, try to patch him up just a little bit, whatever we can, right? Okay, so he's doing a lot of little damage, but he is bleeding. He's on fire, so that is what it is. So he did 1 damage, and took a decent amount, which is fine. We are definitely at the point where we will be able to kill the duelist. And how far are you going to move? You have enough movement to basically hit whoever you want, which is kind of a problem. What I'm going to do is we're going to move Osbius all the way up here. I'm going to see if we can kill the emissary. This guy doesn't have enough movement to actually do anything of use, right? So we're just going to take him out. And then we're going to move Osbius down here. Legionary can't move. Theotes could take out the duelist. He can also... Yeah, that's basically all he can do. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and heal Phelan from his bleed. And now we need to heal Theotes. He didn't have quite enough movement to do what he wanted to do, which I'm okay with. And now we're going to use Theotes to knock him back and make him immobile. We do need to heal him. Okay, leader's down. And demoralize and flee, or... Yeah, we've only got one guy left. Let's go ahead and just end it. Fairly confident we'll be able to take him out with our combined efforts here. Okay. Yep, that wasn't too bad. So we got a little bit of gear, right? And we lost Pork Chop, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and heal everybody up and be basically done with that. We'll head back over to the bridge, talk to the guy. Okay, and now we are at least squared away with that. We'll head back to the fields and we'll rest. So we are now down Pork Chop, so we need to essentially make a new Pork Chop or something. Not entirely certain how we're going to do that, but we'll come to it. Whether we need to make Pork Chop number 2, or if we need to essentially get a hold of just a bunch of pork-based names. Oh man. Let's see here. Yeah, 50% of the way through Arthas, I'm feeling pretty good on. We are like at least attempting to burn through some of this. Let's go ahead and get rid of this colic. Venileus already doesn't have the best movement. We need to give him all the help he can get. It's now Sophia. And then Theotes. I know this isn't going to fix all of your armor, but it's going to at least help, right? And we're in a point where we kind of need more armor, or more raw materials, right? For us to actually be able to do stuff. You know, we could dismantle some stuff. Let's see here. Full battle plate. Yeah, it's not that good. Anticoagulant weapon. I mean, it's okay, but I'm not a huge fan of that. And we could get rid of the ghost crossbow. I mean, let's go ahead and do that. Just to dismantle all of it. We'll get some repair gear, raw materials, essentially. Let's go ahead and patch everybody up. We'll be able to buy more raw materials when we get to town. I just want to be able to get everyone fully patched up for the next fight. Because just missing... I think it's either a percentage base of missing armor, or if it's not having armor at all. But one of those will create a trait that essentially just foobars your use and just kills your willpower on that unit. It's like, I think it's like Maniac or something like that. And if they go into battle without a full armor bar, they essentially have like negative like 10. It's like -5 or -10 willpower, and it's awful. So I'm going to try and prevent that from happening. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and buy some raw materials while we're here. Do we have any meds that we can buy?
Usually, I'm only allowed to tend to
One. Okay, that's fine. We should probably figure out what to do with Porkchop's body, but in the meantime, I think we're okay. What else do we have? We have another castle over here, right? So let's go into the Plowshare Inn, and there's an informant around here somewhere, right?
Unfortunately,
Nothing further to tell me. What? What do you mean? Explore the region or purchase information. I can't purchase information, so what the fuck am I supposed to do? Let's go to Corsia. Is it in the church?
I do not believe.
This church, Jeru, and all.
Despite my own. In another life, if you're willing to teach these bandits a lesson, I pray they.
All right. How are we looking here? We are looking... I mean, honestly, we're looking fine. Let's go over to Leyhart's castle. Some merchants took it upon themselves to rebuild the rickety bridge. I don't think that's necessarily something we need to worry about, though, is it? And let's check. Let's go ahead and grab some of that real quick. Take a look at the map. Old customs post. Find out more there. Hunt the pack of Arthas. Okay. Build memories. The people's father. Find a way to open the trap door. Find Abbot Theosin and apprise him of the situation in the village. And then these guys are all level 8, right? I don't think we actually need to help with this fight. We could just save that for an easier fight and some free XP later on. Let's go into Leyhart's castle and see if there's anything that we need to do over here. It's entirely possible that there's another one mission here that we just haven't picked up yet. Yep.
Our spies have spotted these caravans.
There's the Black Caravan mission.
One more thing.
I have to go to the church. No, we just did that. We just escorted the abbot. That's how that's the battle that caused our pork chop to die. That was that battle. So we've already done that one. What we need to do is the Black Caravans. Oh, I don't have you on the loot, do I? Because you became a miner instead of a bard. It's part of my issue. Go back to playing the loot. Okay, well, if we're able to finish the county of Arthas, right? And then take on Kagall, we will have wrapped up Arthas, and that's actually pretty impressive considering I didn't think we would be able to get that far in either of these regions. Now, Kagall is going to be a monster to take out at level 8. We do have a decent sized troop. I do think we're going to need to replace Pork Chop and get a hold of probably like Darksteed or something like that. Not Darksteed, we're going to need to get a hold of another animal, probably like a wolf. Now, I know that the Black Caravans, like, occur around here, right? So, there is this one. Yeah, no, this, if I remember correctly, these are them, right? Like, I'm almost positive that this is a Black Caravan. Yeah, it is a Black Caravan. Like, level 6 and shit. All of this unit's attacks also apply poison. Does everyone get that? If a unit engages an enemy directly, they execute an attack of opportunity. Oh, that's terrifying. And does everyone have the ability for, you know, accelerating fervor? Yep, okay. Got a purifier, Cyrillus, with an Inquisition gear. Oh my god, dude. I hate fighting Inquisition people. It is so freaking rough. Every time, too. It's always just like, ugh, why? Why did they make them such a pain in the ass? And this is Arm of Justice skill, right? Damage the target, lures them into close range to engage in, and the target becomes engaged in combat with that ability. They execute a bonus attack of opportunity on top of this one. So these purifiers are actually fucking terrifying. Okay, so what we really need to do, right? And what do you have Furious Flogging? Okay, Furious Flogging is the one that I actually really hate seeing. And then this is you, after this unit's taking damage from an enemy unit, they reload and immediately fire back if possible. Okay. Okay. Not the end of the world, but not great. I'm gonna put Fozzie over here. I think Fozzie can actually get a hold of a purifier. Okay, and now I want Theotes. So we have a fanatic over here, and some of these fanatics are actually like the bane of my existence. This guy's 23. Okay, they both have 23. He's essentially a fanatic, just slightly squishier, believe it or not. So knowing that, we'll get Arnius over here, right? And I don't think we're necessarily going to need like feeling for this to engage up here. I mean, we're gonna be in a bit of a pickle either way, I think, but we'll see how this goes. Theotes can at least get this guy pushed back to an extent, right? That's 6.5 meters. You have 9 total meters of movement. How far is this? That's 8 meters. No, I don't like that at all. That's 6.5, right? That's 6.5, so they're both 6.5 meters of movement. That'll at least get one of these fanatics off our back to an extent, right? For a turn. So we'll at least move him, right? Get into defensive stance on the off chance. Cool, we guessed right. Go for the purifier, homie. That's not a purifier! Whatever, I don't care. That's fine. It'll be okay. I mean, maybe it won't be okay. That's actually kind of freaking rough. Okay. So, that's fine. We'll actually just kill Cyrillus before he's able to do anything. We have I think we have the damage output to kill Cyrillus straight up. Right here. Or it'll be really close. We got it. Okay, so we've removed both of their fanatics, essentially, first round. Okay, we're gonna get Osbius moved to where he's no longer, you know, going to be engaged upon. I kind of figured that was gonna happen. If I remember correctly, Sophia. Oh no, that's what zealots do. Shit. Okay. Now, Arnius, I want you to come up here and get a hold of this guy. And we're going to go ahead and pop encouragement. And please go for the bear. Thank you for going for the bear. You're going to hit the bear like 3 times, though. You hit him from a range because you didn't want to actually fight him. Okay, that's smart. Kind of frustrating, but smart. Phylan, I need you to get a hold of one of these guys. Kind of don't care which one. Every bonus applied to the target. Okay. This is the guy that's going to hit until fever gets applied. Shit. A lot of these guys are actually just straight up terrifying to me. They shouldn't be, but they are. I'm feeling pretty confident in our ability to take out at least one of these guys, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and we're going to hit this worshiper pretty hard. Didn't expect to hit that hard, but I'm okay with it. Okay, Purifier is hurting. Venileus, I'm going to have you come up here. Hit the worshiper pretty hard, right? Hit him again. Okay, he's not directly dead, but he's definitely dead. They're definitely dead after they move. I kind of wish. Please only get like 2 stacks of. Okay, 2 is fine. And then you're dead. Cool. That's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run, get rid of that fire. And then we're going to hit this guy. And then I'm going to go for a big old swing. Right there. Okay. Beautiful. That did some good damage. The Exorcist is just about dead, right? The guy's really low. We can also come up here and get a hold of this one as well. And lock him down a little bit. Okay. Now, Osbius should be able to come over here and get at least a kill. Remove his armor. Get an extra throwing knife stack in there, right? Okay. Solid. Now, you can also go for a kill over here on this purifier real quick. Just do a quick little love tap. Throw an extra knife over here on this Exorcist. And then we should also be able to essentially just get him out of dodge. Hit the bear. Go hit the bear. That's not the bear. That's not good. Oh, well, you can't force the engagement when they have an AoE out. Nice. That's scary. Don't hurt. Okay, 20 damage is not that bad. Okay, 30 damage isn't that bad. It's not good, but it's not terrible. Could be worse. Okay. Now, I am still scared of this Zealot. This Zealot has not moved yet. The Fanatic can die and probably will die, right? But the Zealot will not. Even if I tried. So, what we could do is we can go into attack stance, right? And we can do this. Get the kill on the Fanatic, and we got a bonus attack of opportunity on the Zealot, right? That was pretty easy. Let's go ahead and just knock the Zealot away, and he's immobile. So he's effectively removed from combat for this round. And now we have to worry about this guy. Now this guy is probably going to dunk on Phelan. Oh, cool. He applied fever immediately. Okay, homie, stop, please. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, that's absolutely terrifying for me. Did a ton of damage there. I was kind of worried he was just going to straight up kill Phelan before anything happened. Let's go ahead and heal Phelan real quick. The Zealot has already moved. So, not too much of a... Oh, my first attack should have been on this guy. That was my bad. I really should have attacked the Zealot first. That was a bit of a blunder on my part. Okay, Arnius. I think this Exorcist has already moved, or hasn't moved yet, so we need to take him out so he doesn't turn around and hit. And then I'm fairly certain this guy's the last one that hasn't moved yet, and that's expected behavior because he's stuck there, right? Oh, wow. Let's go ahead and just go for the kill. Just take him out. Get rid of him. I don't want to deal with any of that damage. And then he's stuck down here, just staring at us menacingly. And because he's stuck down here staring at us menacingly, we're going to just take him out real quick. Should be pretty quick. And we're going to let our bear do bear things. Bear did some really good bear things right there. And now Venileus is just going to come up from behind and take a shot. That went fairly well. Loot, repair, heal.
Where do these crumbs come from? In the back of you. Spare me life. Don't look at me like.
Okay, so we need to go into the woods. I wish this mountain wasn't as annoying as it is to go up. Like, I wish this was easier to understand how to get up here, because this is not a friendly path to find. It needs to be a little bit more clear to the player, in my opinion, because that basically looks like a cliff that you can't even climb. All right, and here's the concealed camp. We only have one valor point. Man, we probably should have healed first, right? We have 2 zealots. We have a paladin, exorcist, fanatic, purifier, worshiper. Yeah. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, well, so much for potentially being able to sleep. Osbius, do you have a throwing knife? You do have a throwing knife. You have a poisoned ghost throwing knife. Do I have anything I can do to potentially get us squared away with something a little bit more better for us in this fight? It does not look that way. Is the captain with us for this fight at least? I don't think he is he? It does not look that way. It does not look that way. Okay. So, target prioritization based off of level of spookiness. She does have the hollowed strike as well as flaming strike on her weapons, which is kind of spooky, but she is also the tank. Okay, so we're not going to be able to necessarily nuke her. We can effectively remove her from combat by immobilizing her over and over again with the Otes, but that's not going to be super viable for us to do long term. Okay. Next up, highest prioritization is going to be the zealots. They can do way too much damage and they can continuously hit you, which is absolutely fucking terrifying to me. Because we have some units that can take a bit of a beating, but they can't take repetitive beatings for 5 or 6 attacks in a row, especially when they already have exhilarating fervor. And then penance, every time a unit takes damage to their health, they gain 2 rage. It just makes them spookier, right? Exorcists, I mean, they are what they are. I mean, they're going to do damage, but they're not going to be so freaking spooky to where we're not going to be able to handle them. They do apply burning, though. Fanatics, these guys hit hard, right? And these guys look like they're all, yeah, they're level 8 instead of level 6. So these guys are actually going to be much scarier now than that last fight that we just had where we almost lost a couple units. So, and we have no backup. Like, this is basically like a pretty intense boss fight for us. And I honestly don't think that we have the caliber of units that we need to be able to do anything with this. Like, I'm fairly confident that both of these fanatics, at least this one's, you know, does 52 damage, which is insane, right? And this guy does 40 damage, which isn't 52, but that's still sizable. And to give us an example of this, right, we do 12 to 17 damage. 12 to 17. And these guys do 50. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a hard-hitting weapon, right? So let's look at this. This does 6 to 12 damage, but that's multiple times until they applies fever. So, yeah. Needless to say, I am spooked. I am a little spooked. I would love to get a hold of one of these one-handed hammers and put it on Sophia, though. You put one of these things on Sophia and then get a nice shield for her. Watch her just like walk up and just continuously bonk somebody. I would love that. Okay. Battle formation wise, we have 4 people up here, right? Currently. And we have 4 people down here. We have 2 extra slots down here. We have 3 up here. So no matter what, someone's going to be by themselves. So that kind of makes us take a look at it and be like, well, what actually is the best way to approach this this battle, right? The majority of these units are actually on this side. Okay. So going by, you know, that, it makes me want to move about as many people as I possibly can back here. I really don't want Fozzie to be fighting fire, though. I kind of want Fozzie to be up here. I don't think this Fanatic's going to be able to do enough damage to Fozzie to really spook at me, but he's still going to be kind of a pain in the ass. Let's... I guess this will be okay. And what we kind of need to do is we need to just come up here. And like hit that Fanatic and just start like moving back as best we can. Okay. So we at least got the Fanatic locked down. The freaking Inquisitor can move a hell of a lot further than I think is reasonable here. Like, come on. Shit. Okay, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here and we're gonna do some stupid shit and be a little cheeky with it. How many daggers you throw? 3? Okay, that's fine. Oh, shit. Forgot that that's an ability that that guy has. Please don't shoot again. Fuck. Ugh. Osbius is almost dead. And we're not doing this fight. One misplay. And it wasn't even like... Holy shit. Yeah, no, we're oh my god. Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that. Fuck. Yeah. So that happened. And those level 8 guys ain't nothing to fuck with, right? It is hard. Yeah, I mean, that fight's definitely not easy, but then we're also under level 2. Okay. I kind of want to get past this freaking ghost pack without actually fighting them. That'd be great. And I don't think... Do we have... I mean, we might have the items to make a Python, right? I'm pretty sure we do. Of course. You are freaking hurt. Let's unhurt you real quick so I can at least make something. I don't want to have to burn all of our remedies, though. Make a Python, please. Actually, make a couple. I need to get off this damn mountain. We need to head back to civilization so we can lick our wounds and, you know, do things. So we could fish. We could do our Arthur's Tomb. We're definitely not in shape to actually do Arthur's Tomb. Are you hostile? You're not hostile, are you? Surely not. I don't want to talk to you in the off chance that you want to fight me. I don't remember if you're hostile, but I'm not taking that freaking chance right now. Not taking that chance. Okay, well, we are getting patched up slowly but surely. We will be, at least. We're going to head back to town, and we're going to be, honestly, in a fairly decent position. In comparison to what we were like last stream. We got some progress done on the Arthas region, and we haven't done any progress on Vertruce, but I have a feeling we will be able to at least attempt to. They're not hostile. So if I remember correctly, they're looking for materials or something like that because they were searching for the tomb. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I feel like they were out searching for the tomb. Let's go ahead. Love this game. Yo, what's up, Will? How you doing, my man? Welcome to the stream. There's a mission with them. Got it.
There were two of us working here.
Go ahead and get everyone patched up, and then we need to go get everyone healed. And cry about the fact that we just got almost completely decimated by freaking ugh. Okay, what can we do? Give the like to Clyde. Oh, I appreciate you, Marcelo. Let's see here. We've got... We definitely cannot do the Skelmar invasion. That's asking for us to die. We have the concealed camp up here. We did set up a Python so we can at least get there. We could do the Joan of Arc, but I don't think that's a good idea because we can't really recruit her yet. We have a couple of other like question mark areas in Arthas that we can like go attempt to do. It's not going to be very beneficial for us because, I mean, we could try and go do some more of Gozenberg now and Vertruse. I think we can do some of this stuff, right? I don't think we're going to be able to do everything over here. Because a lot of these guys are like level 8, right? And if I remember correctly, we tried to do the trackers camp and the Tale of Tubers and whatnot, and we had to run. And that's why we're actually over here. And I know ambushing this caravan was pretty tough too. So I'm trying to understand exactly what we can do. And I also know that this fight up here next to the old manor and whatnot, that's pretty freaking spooky as well. So, and those are like 3 of your tasks here for Vertruse. I think we need to recruit a couple, or not recruit, we need to acquire a couple more units. I'm trying to think of what level 5 unit would be super beneficial for us that we have access to right now. There is the Smuggler's Arena and the Island. Trackers Camp's hard too. Yeah, we can go do an arena fight. We can go do some of the arenas, right? Not necessarily the pits, but try to unlock like the spearman subclass and whatnot, and at least get like that rampart, which is the shield. We could do that. That should give us at least some form of progression. I don't think we can do Smots Arena yet. Smots Arena would be kind of nice, but I don't think Osbius actually needs Smots Arena. I think he does pretty well with Ogress. And then on top of that, we're trying to not use every single purple that we find. We're trying to do some weird builds too. Taurus, we cannot use Taurus. We can't recruit anybody yet. Actual like companion wise, like mercenary wise yet. We have Taurus just hiding in the tavern right now, just chilling as a thief. We picked him up and we were trying to figure out if we were going to be allowed to use story units without needing to worrying about our companion limit, right? But then we came up with the rule for animals, so that's why that is what it is. Okay, now if I remember correctly, the actual arena, you get there, I really want to say it's right over here, and you have to go down into a cave here. I think this is where I need to be. right about here. Shipwreck Cavern. Hey, look at that. We got some iron ore too. Okay, how are you looking on this? You're almost through experience, so I don't want to burn through you. Arnius, you can go ahead and do some mining. Nah, we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and watch. Tunnel comes into the darkness. We need to make a torch. That is going to be pretty easy, I think. Do we have the things to make a torch? Can you make a torch? We can make a torch. Nice. Okay, they're a bunch of they're only level 6 and they're poachers, right? So this shouldn't be that bad. And guys, I will need to drop here after this fight. We're not going to be able to actually do any of the arena. We can save that for next live stream on this Wartales playthrough. So, poacher, marauder, leader, who's essentially a bonus poacher, right? Marauder, wrongdoer. Oh, okay. Scoundrel, hoodlum. And we have another hoodlum way back here. And we have a scoundrel right here. Scoundrels, to me, are scarier than the majority of everyone else here. Hoodlums are annoying, but I think scoundrels are actually a little bit on the scary side in comparison to everybody else. So, what exactly are we going to do here? Now, Fozzie can definitely get a hold of this scoundrel, but if I remember correctly, they're going to do poisonous oil. Yeah, they do. They do poisonous oil. We can definitely do a little bit of damage here. We have Phelan and Osbius down here. We have Fozzie and Theotes. How do I want to do this? We can put Theotes over here, right? Then we can move Phelan right here. And Theotes can actually come around up here and like get these guys basically stuck. Which would be beneficial. I'm pretty sure this hoodlum is going to run up here and hit Sophia on opener. Typically poachers go first, but I've noticed that hoodlums go first quite a bit. So it's kind of a toss-up between a poacher or a hoodlum on who goes first. Oh my god, I can't believe I called that. I didn't think it would, but yeah. All right. And Fozzie, go beat up the scoundrel. Thank you. That was some pretty good damage. I'm okay with that. Wrongdoer is going to do wrongdoer things, right? And what we're going to do here is try to get a little bit of damage going on this guy. This guy's going to come up and hit. No, went for Sophia as well. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. It's not going to pay off, by the way. Okay. He's going the long way around. Okay. He's going to hit Arnius. Pop encouragement. Get some damage going here. Please hit your wrongdoer. Yeah, that'd have been too easy. All right, that's one scoundrel down. That hoodlum and that hoodlum are both going to have really bad days here in a second. And we are going to move down here a little bit. Go shoot Fozzie or your scoundrel. 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 Nope. Damn. Okay, how do I want to do this? Actually, I know how I want to do this. I want to move Phelan up here, and we're going to hit this scoundrel because he's got 2 armor, and that's going to do more bonus damage. The Marauder can't move, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to use this. We're going to use the Wartales here to essentially remove the wrongdoer from the fight for this round to an extent, right? And I'm going to move him way over here so we're not in trouble. Damn, I'm good. Wrongdoer was next anyway. Cool. Scoundrel's dead. Or not. Okay. That's fun. I would like to kill this poacher, but I don't think the poacher is the one that goes next. And I would have been right with that. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and I'm going to hit the shit out of this guy. That poacher was close to going next, but I'm okay with that. Which means now I don't need to worry about this poacher. So just letting Fozzie go do his own thing, probably going to be the most beneficial for me. I'm just going to go smack real quick with Phelan. We're going to move down here. Going to shoot Osbius, do a little bit of damage, apply to poison stack. That's okay. This guy hasn't quite moved yet, but that's fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're just going to do the exact same thing that we just did, right? Apply a bunch of extra poison stacks. I'm actually going to go for the last kill real quick on this Marauder so he doesn't have to, I don't have to worry too much about him. And then I don't think this will be a kill if I do that. It won't. So instead we're going to come on down here. 1 damage, applied poison. That's fine. What we're going to do now is just go for a quick kill. Generate some extra valor points. Patch him up. And wait. Arnis slowly make his way up here. He ain't very fast. And we're essentially just making this Marauder run back and forth, but that's fine because it's essentially wasting a turn and removing damage from the board, right? Yep. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Fuck. I meant to use Theotes. We didn't. We used Phelan. That's rough. I think we're going to be okay still, but definitely fucked that up a little bit. And now the wrongdoer is about to capitalize on that. Didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought he would, though. So that's kind of okay. We should be able to get a hold of the poacher with Fozzie. Never mind. Fozzie Wozzie was a bear. Fozzie Wozzie has a lot of hair. Fozzie Wozzie was never really bright, was he? Shit. Okay. What we need to do is I need to get a hold of Urissa here. Fuck. Did not do what I wanted it to do. I wanted to kill her. Didn't want to kill her that way, though. Okay. So we got surrounded going. Okay, that works. We'll move this way. We'll move on up here. Get some damage going here. Apply weakening. Oh, I should have healed Sophia. That's fine. I don't think Theotes is going to be doing too hot on that, but yeah, that's rough. We don't have enough movement to actually get a hold of the poacher, so it is what it is. Sophia is about to take a ton of damage here in a second, like 12. Sophia is only going to be able to handle like 1 more of those. Okay. Osbius does not have yeah, that's fine. We'll let the last poacher get away. Take all the gear, repair everything, heal everybody. And now we leave, and we're over here, and we should have some smugglers. We should have the smuggler's den over here in the middle of this old lighthouse. And here we are. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, guys. When we come back, we will be doing the Arthas Arena for Rampart. And this, once we beat it, will unlock the Halberdier subclass for Spearman. So look forward to that. Anyway, guys, that is all I have tonight. I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out. We will be back next Friday, most likely with some more Wartales. But once again, we're going to be looking into getting things set up and situated so we can start sprinkling in a couple of other different games beyond just Wartales and Crown Wars for the time being. And I need to get some guide videos out because I'm well aware that I haven't posted a guide video in a long time. So that's also on in the works. I'm working on some scripts. Anyway, guys, thanks again for tuning in.